Cain Velasquez will be fighting Antonio Bigfoot Silva for the second time, this time for the belt.
Cain Velasquez right now is in the prime of his career. Larger men typically mature and peak later than smaller fighters. And at 30 years of age, he's coming off in the victory over Junior Dos Santos of one of his most impressive performances ever.
Big fight hand by Velasquez!
Cain is a very intelligent fighter. He has a tremendous chin. His conditioning is probably the best in the heavyweight division.
A lot of people think that they're gonna ride out the storm with Cain, but this storm never ends.
Key for me against Bigfoot is a lot of movement. I am quicker than Bigfoot, so I definitely have to use that to my advantage. I need to dictate where this fight goes.
Cain Velasquez has a high-level wrestling background. He can take anybody down, he can control them. He's relentless on the ground. He has some of the best ground and pound in the UFC.
His full arsenal of weapons in the stand-up department is one of the most underappreciated aspects of his game.
Cain Velasquez looking to finish Brock Lesnar!
Has good power, has excellent speed, finishes his combinations with kicks many times, and then works right into his wrestling. That ability to mix things up so well and hide his techniques and combinations is what gives him an advantage over guys like Bigfoot Silva.
Cain is the perfect package. He brings it all together.
I'm gonna win again. You know, that's it. That's all I'm thinking about. I need to train hard. I need to be ready when the time comes for him.
Velasquez! Complete, total domination!
Cain Velasquez absolutely has what it takes to hold on to that belt for a long time. What makes Bigfoot Silva such a tough opponent is his size and athleticism. This is a guy who has to cut down to 265 pounds, and then he moves very, very quickly.
Eu vou chegar com a resistência física para lutar bem em 5 rounds.
He can strike, he can grapple, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so Bigfoot Silva can hang with anyone out there, whether it's on the feet or around the ground, based on his athleticism and size.
Ele é atleta que ele é bem mais rápido, até mesmo pela diferença de peso. Mas para ele me alcançar, ele vai ter que de mim. E se ele chegar perto de mim, eu tenho uma mão bem mais pesada do que a dele, e tenho certeza que se entrar, ele vai sentar.
In that first fight against Cain Velasquez, Bigfoot Silva got a little overly aggressive. He came out and tried to kick an excellent takedown artist in Cain Velasquez.
Eu errei no meu game plan, fiz uma coisa que eu não estava treinando, mas eu tenho certeza que agora vai ser bem diferente.
Antonio Bigfoot Silva showed the world with his devastating knockout of Alistair Overeem that he's capable of crushing one of the most gifted stand-up fighters in mixed martial arts, period. And he stopped him with a striking combination. He entered into Alistair's realm and took him out with it.
He's out!
Muito confiante e tenho certeza absoluta que dia 25 de maio o Dana White vai colocar aquele cinturão em mim e eu vou permanecer com ele um bom tempo.
After this fight with Bigfoot, I'm gonna, have that belt with me again. I'm gonna keep it for a long time.
This fight between Junior Dos Santos and Mark Hunt is a UFC fan's dream. You're gonna have two knockout artists who are very aggressive, who go out there to finish fights.
Mark Hunt, he hits very hard, so it's gonna be a good fight for the fans. I'm sure about that.
Junior Dos Santos may very well be the fastest heavyweight in the UFC. He throws brutal combinations, and if he lands a good shot to your face, you're gonna go out.
Junior, at his very best, is a destroyer.
I think I'm faster than Mark Hunt, and I'm gonna use that to punch him a lot.
Junior Dos Santos' last fight against Cain Velasquez was one of the gutsiest performances in UFC history. He showed that he has the heart of a champion, and he has all the skills to get right back to the top and become a champion again.
After this fight against Cain Velasquez, I learned a lot, and I'm gonna try to use more my jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna try to use all my weapons to win this fight.
I think the main advantage that Junior Dos Santos will have over Mark Hunt will be his ground game. He's from Brazil. He trains in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for several years now. He's a dangerous ground fighter.
I think he has a pretty good takedowns defense, but for sure, if I try to take him down, I think he's gonna go down.
Junior Dos Santos with the takedown.
Junior Dos Santos wins most of his fights because of his superior boxing. But when you're facing a guy like Mark Hunt, you have to rethink the entire idea, because Mark Hunt is a striker on a completely different level.
But he's going for the knockout here, Sean.
Mark Hunt is a former heavyweight K1 Grand Prix champion. It is one of the most prestigious titles in all of striking and combat sports.
I did win a K1 world title, and now I'm trying to win a mixed martial arts world title.
He is both incredibly durable and has ruthless knockout power.
Nice uppercut. Wow. Oh, wow.
He can knock you out with both hands, and that leaping left hook may be one of the best weapons that I've ever seen in the octagon.
I have a huge arsenal, and I'm armor plated, so you know, I can defeat anybody in the world, anybody.
Mark Hunt is built like a fire hydrant, and the way that he's built makes him a very difficult guy to take down. And Mark's gonna have to make sure that his level is always lower than Junior Dos Santos, and he's gonna have to look to land that left hook from the outside.
I'm comfortable standing with him because I love confrontation. He was the world champion, but we're at top level. I've been fighting top level my whole career. So, you know, it's just another fighter to me.
Mark Hunt has 4 wins, one after the other, but now I'm gonna stop him, you know? It's over for him.
And it is all over!
This is a massively important fight for Junior, a chance to reestablish himself amongst the best in the UFC's heavyweight division. And for Mark Hunt, it's a chance to, in beating Junior Dos Santos, establish himself as the #1 contender in the UFC's heavyweight division.
The opportunity is what I've always wanted. You know, give me the opportunity, that's all I need.
Before the end of this year, you know, I wanna fight for the title again, and I wanna celebrate my New Year's Eve with my belt again.
This fight between Glover Teixeira and James Te Huna is UFC matchmaking at its best, because you have 2 aggressive guys who are extremely versatile. You look at the streaks that they've been on, you look at the opponents that they've faced, and they are right there at the top of the 205-pound division.
I think it's gonna be a great fight for the fans. They're gonna see some banging, that's for sure, you know, some brawl over there, and hopefully a knockout.
Big shots by Glover.
I think the fact that Glover Teixeira is on an 18-fight win streak, which is almost unheard of in this sport, is a huge advantage, because that just gives him that much more momentum. I don't think the pressure is going to be on him in any way. I think it actually drives him and fuels him to become that much better of a fighter.
I don't care who I'm fighting. The fight's gonna go my pace. Either I get knocked out or I knock him out, but, you know, I'm gonna pace the fight.
Teixeira storming on Maldonado early.
He's a dangerous striker, he's dangerous on the ground too, and he's probably the most feared light heavyweight there is. But to me, I don't fear no one. It's a fight that I want, and I cannot wait for it.
Although the 205-pound division is stacked out there, James Te Huna stands out. He has the ability to knock out anyone in that division.
Te Huna with a huge victory.
Stand up for my favorite, but you know, if I have to go to the ground, I'll pull it to the ground.
I think he's gonna try to take me down, because as soon as he feel that hand, you know, he's not gonna wanna take that chance.
I believe that I can catch him on his feet, and I really want to shut everyone else up and prove something to the world that I can be the first person to put him away.
Te Huna victorious.
It's gonna be 19 in a row after this fight. 19 wins in a row.
Cain Velasquez is the UFC heavyweight champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's out. Silva starting to tee off. Bigfoot finishes over Rain. Bigfoot Silva. This is the real Cain Velasquez. Man, that guy hits hard.
What a performance by Mark Hunt.
How good was that? Junior Dos Santos. That was absolutely incredible.